you never lied and you're perfect, right?
I never said that. I never claimed to be perfect. I don't lie on the internet because I'm too smart. Because if you lie on the internet, your lies will come out.
Ooh, boy, you
You'll
guys are.
contradict yourself.
Woo.
Liars have to have.
You remind me of the truth a lot. You know what I mean? You guys are. You sure you guys are not cousins?
Well, the truth and I are, and I don't know I don't know all the details of his case, but regardless, like when you're a man being harassed on the internet and you start to speak out, you're hated no matter what. If you speak out and try to defend yourself, you're not a man, and your women everywhere will unanimously try to destroy you. And if you remain quiet, you just watch your business, life, and reputation crumble. So as a man, you are damned if you do and damned if you don't. So it takes a lot of bravery, and I have a lot of respect for the truth, regardless of innocence or guilt, that that it takes a lot of courage to come forth and tell your side of the story. Because no matter what you do as a man, nobody wants to hear it, nobody cares. And I didn't tell my story for any other purpose than just for my own mental health. I did that for me. I did that for me. So I actually felt like I was standing up for myself rather than just laying on the floor getting kicked.
Okay,
And
I
if you
understand what you're saying.
and if you ever have a son, I hope that you teach him
Oh,
to not
I,
just
I,
stand
I
by.
do. I do have a son, and
Okay,
most
so
definitely, I wouldn't allow him to stand by, or I wouldn't stand by and allow anything. But at the end of the day, there's two sides to every story. You know what I mean? But just because someone's saying they're telling the truth doesn't mean they're telling the truth. You know what I
well,
mean?
I agree with that. And my opinion on the matter is who cares who's telling the truth? Nobody deserves to be harassed by millions of people on the internet, regardless. Relationships go south, and people shouldn't use that as a weapon, especially using their kids as a weapon to hurt the other person. So we're talking about right and wrong, whatever. I'm saying no matter the circumstances, when two people get divorced, they're they shouldn't be they shouldn't use their platforms, if they have large platforms, to absolutely destroy the other party who happens to also be a parent of the child. That is wrong. So who cares who's right and wrong? Trying to destroy the other parent who is responsible, who is at least half or partly responsible for the maintaining the wealth, the health and welfare of the child, that is wrong, and that is undebatable.
But you said you're trying to prove that you're innocent, right?
I,
That everything you
I
said
already
was a
I
lie.
had already proven I was innocent in court. I didn't need to prove my innocence. I needed to speak up for my own mental health because
But
I
you're
was
you're still trying to prove it online. So what's the
I already proved
I mean,
it.
my thing is if nobody knows you, you know what I mean, in real life, then what's the point? You know what I mean? Like I understand you said, your reputation and all that, but what's the point?
the
You know what I mean? If
the
if you
point
you
is for
know in
my
your heart.
the point is it's part of my healing process, is for my mental health.
Oh, okay. Or is it to try to destroy the other person?
It's not going to destroy the other person.
No,
The
I'm just
more I
asking a
talk,
question. I never said it was. I said I'm just asking if is that what you do it for?
no, I'm not trying to destroy anyone. Why would I want to destroy the mother of my children? How does that serve my children? I spoke the truth because of because of because it was what was necessary for me to reclaim ownership and responsibility and feel like I'm in control of my own life rather than letting somebody else control my life with words that they say that invokes a cult to come and harass me, call my phone. You guys don't understand. These people would come to my office, harass me. These people call my phone all day long, cuss me out. These people are everywhere harassing me and trying to destroy my mental health for things that I know I never did.
Okay.
Have you ever been harassed by 5 million people?
Oh no.
Then
No. I don't
you
put I
have
don't
no
put
idea. You
I
have
don't put
no
my life
idea
on
what
the
it's
internet.
like.
Well, I'm sure not, and I'm sorry you're
Okay,
going
so
through that.
don't. I
You know,
mean,
no, I
so
said,
it's
I just said, I'm sorry you're going through that. No, I don't put my life on the internet,
okay,
and
and
I'm,
I
you
don't
know,
and I don't
and
suggest it. And this is not the way I wanted my life to go either. But it was the cards I was dealt based on who I married.
all right. Well, you know what? You have a good day, and that was all I wanted to say. I just, I hope everything works out for you. You know what I mean? I just
Oh,
think that,
it
you know.
will. See, because I'm telling the truth, and the truth is what sticks up, holds up in court. So I'm not really worried about
Well,
that. I'm
I didn't say you wasn't telling the truth or not telling the truth, but you say you telling the truth. That's what like I said, we don't know. I'm just we're all people on social media just watching two stories,
Yeah,
So
for sure. And
and
two stories that should have never been told in the first place.
well,
I would have never had to defend myself if it wasn't for a 2-year smear campaign, which was absolutely designed to bankrupt and homeless me.
well,
But I'm I'm very good at what I do, and I survived. And soon I will thrive again. But I mean, all you women out here just like, I don't know, I'm not labeling you specifically, but all the people that are out here just being like, hoorah, women supporting women, you guys are
well, what's
abs.
what? But ooh, ooh, you know what? Women supporting women. It's not about women supporting women. It's just about the truth and just supporting the truth. And
So
if there's
people are not
if
supporting a
there's
truth,
I
they're supporting a gender.
well, I don't, I can't speak on that. I can't speak
Well,
on that because
I mean,
I support the truth, and I see if you see something, you know what I mean. It's kind of hard not to it's kind of hard to unsee it. You know what I mean? So you
well,
know we're not in the homes. You know what I mean? Like I said, and
right, right.
you know
So,
so there's two sides to every story. Nobody's gonna sit here and say, oh yeah, he's telling the truth or she's telling the lie, or she's lying or she's telling the truth. I'm not about that. I'm just I seen stuff, and and I like you said, your life has been put on the internet, and maybe that's just the wrong way to go, but it happens. you know
I do not suggest anyone puts their life on the internet. I am already too deep in this to escape, and I have to finish it out. But this is no, this is I'm I'm standing up for myself and standing my ground so that other people can learn from my mistakes. I should have left way before it ever got to this point. But I was a man, and I was trying to keep my family together and try to have that strong nuclear family, and now I'm being punished for it.
Wow. Okay. Okay. Well, it was nice talking to you, and you have a good evening. And like I said, it's two sides to every story.
Yeah.
I'm watching both, and you know,
Well, just go through the internet, see how many lies you caught me in, and then count how many lies you caught her. She's been caught in. She's at several hundred. I'm at zero. So believe what you want to believe.
okay. You have a good one.
All right. Have a good one.
Never get tired of people telling you that you're a good father, because you are. You are
Yeah. I mean, I appreciate.
absolutely
I
an
don't.
amazing father. You are an amazing daddy, JD. Never doubt that for a second.
I never did. I never did. I don't need people on the internet to tell me I'm a good father, but it does feel good. I won't lie.
We just have to say it when we see the truth.
Well,
This is what I keep telling people, that it's easier to tell the truth than to lie.
yeah, it is.
We can see it is right here in front of us. We could see, for us that have the insight, people with foresight can easily identify the truth when they see one.
I think
Yeah?
it's I think it's a matter of education. Like,
Yep.
I mean, I've noticed the people that spread the lies the most are the people that can't spell or formulate proper sentence structure. Not that I'm judging, because that used to be me, but if you can make the deduction that if you can't spell or use proper sentence structure, then you're probably not that educated, and you're probably not don't have the capacity to think outside of very simplistic means. And so the strategy for the world is just everyone start reading books.
Absolutely right. You are absolutely right about that.
So
Keep,
yeah, yeah.
keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing. And I want you to, I don't know, I want you to erase this thing, like you thinking that every Nigerian woman is supporting evil.
I don't think that, and I don't think that at all. That was I just tell the truth, and the majority of the people that are perpetuating the lies and coming here to harass me are Nigerian. But one of my best friends is Nigerian. I have great respect for a lot of Nigerians. A lot of my friends are Nigerian. I love the culture, and when I talk about this, it's actually more for Nigerians that don't like this behavior to kind of stand up and be like that. You guys don't represent us, because at the end of the day, my daughters are Nigerian,
Yeah.
and I really want that Nigerian scammer stereotype to it's up to Nigerians to address that, because if you guys see it and you just support it or ignore it, then you're part of the problem. Just like
Yeah.
if I see an arrogant American that's treating people like trash in a foreign country, if I see it and I support it, then I'm part of the problem.
I agree with you, Justin. You know, there's this thing they say they said majority carry the vote, but not in all cases. No matter how tiny a light is, it will always reflect in the dark.
Well,
Yeah,
this is
and
a
I'm so glad that you're speaking. You decided to come out and defend yourself, Justin. It's doing you a lot of good. And I tell you what, a lot of people are beginning to see this truth. They are beginning to understand. You know, many Nigerians are beginning to come up to defend the truth. This is what I keep saying, that people like us are not actually defending Justin. We're defending the truth.
right. And it's sad that we have to do that in today's day and age, but yeah, I mean, there's we live in a very strange time where people
Mm-hmm.
can get on the internet and just say whatever they want to rile people up and form a hate organization. Um, and there's very little consequences to it. So it's a very strange and interesting transition in world culture, because in the future, because what's sad about it is what's going to happen is probably is governments are going to start censoring the internet,
Yeah.
and because people can't govern themselves and can't you know be respectful human beings on the internet. So there's probably going to start being more aggressive consequences for harassing people on the internet. And probably what's going to happen, I suspect this will happen in the next few years, well, you'll actually have to show your government ID to create pages, so that you can't have these anonymous, unnamed bloggers that are just online causing havoc without being
Yeah.
able to prove who they are, so that there's
Mm-hmm.
consequences there. So, we're just
Yeah.
in this really interesting transition period where it's kind of like the wild, wild west a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, Justin, I'm so happy and I'm privileged, I'm honored to be speaking with you. I
Pleasure.
personally do not support this campaign of women supporting evil. There's nothing wrong in women supporting women in truth. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong in that. Yeah. So as a woman, you know, we like my what do I how do I put it now? Yeah. I support women. I support both men and women in truth. So I am not among those who are supporting women just because I want to support every woman, no matter what. No, 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 no. So, Justin, I just want to encourage you. Keep being you. Keep doing what you're doing. We see you. We love you. We know the truth. We can see the truth. And
Well,
we will stand. We keep standing
well, I know.
by the truth. We are not women supporting women, but we are. For instance, I am not a racist. I am not gender biased, and I can see the truth. That's the
Well,
fact.
let's talk about this women supporting women. In my opinion, it is spitting in the face of the feminist movement of the 60s and 70s that fought for equal rights, because there's no way those women back then were wanting a place where they would make the women supporting women movement toxic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They're fighting for
Yeah.
equal rights,
Mm-hmm.
and it's doing a disservice to women everywhere by acting like crazy biased fools,
Yeah.
which is exactly what men used to think